There is such a disturbance to the Force right now. I mean, first of all, I don't collect Star Wars anymore, and there is a Star Wars collectible in front of me. Second, this guy is having a Lieutenant Dan moment.
You got new legs. New legs. Magic legs.
And lastly, I got a question why Darth Maul is sitting down. Are his cybernetic legs too tired to hold him up? Hey, my name is Mr. X. Welcome to the Extreme Channel. We are giving away $1,000 statues to you guys. If you want to know how to win one, stay tuned for later in the video. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Really excited today because I have a prototype in front of me. So I love prototype statues. That means this is a sample piece, the only one existing in the world, and as you can see, it is a custom Darth Maul statue. Now this is 1/5 scale, although it is available in 1/4 scale as well. We'll talk more about that. Now this is not going to be a traditional statue review. I'm going to talk about this prototype right here, and then I'm also going to give you some information if you want to pick one up. Now as a disclaimer, I am not part of this project. They just got the prototype done. They wanted some exposure. In exchange, I get a free video, and that's what we're doing today. Now I think this is pretty cool, and if you're unfamiliar, I don't know why you're watching, unless you're looking for me, but Darth Maul is a Star Wars character. He is a Sith, an evil guy. He uses the dark side of the Force. He's very prevalent in the Clone Wars, but he made his first on-screen appearance in 1999. I remember that because I was so excited to go see Star Wars Episode 1. Now in Star Wars Episode 1, we loved Darth Maul. He was incredibly badass, not only his look, but his ability. We saw lightsaber fights like we had never seen before in our life. We saw a double-sided lightsaber, which we'd never seen, and it was absolutely amazing. And it all concluded with this amazing lightsaber battle that kind of set the standard for moving forward in the cinematic universe of Star Wars. But in that battle, he killed one of the most badasses, Liam Neeson, who played Qui-Gon Jinn, but then he was not killed, but he was cut in half by Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he fell down a reactor pit. Now, if you're a follower of Star Wars, then you already know the storyline. But if you're not, you may have seen different iterations of Darth Maul, where he had 6 robotic legs. Here he has 2 robotic legs. So let me walk you through that really quick. When he fell down that pit, he did not die. Kind of like the Emperor in Episode 6. But in a different way. So first of all, he actually grabbed onto a ventilation shaft.
They've gone up the ventilation shaft.
And with that, he grabbed the ventilation shaft, and he was able to keep himself alive with the use of the dark side of the Force. Now, most of it was because he was so pissed and angry, the dark side of the Force grew within him, and it was able to sustain him alive. Not much, but alive, a little bit of it. So that ventilation shaft took him down to a garbage chute, and then they threw him in a garbage spaceship, not a garbage truck, but a garbage spaceship, and took him to another planet that was for garbage. And there he lived underground. He was able to use the Force to construct 6 crazy tentacle legs, and he started going insane. His hate for Obi-Wan Kenobi, combined with the dark side of the Force, just got worse and worse and worse. For 12 years he was on that planet, until his brother finally found him. Now his brother saved him and took him back to his own planet, and what they did is they remelded his mind, and he was no longer crazy, but he still had a horrible vengeance and hate for Obi-Wan Kenobi. So he was consumed by that. And that's really the best part of the story that I know. I don't know what happened after that, because I haven't really followed the Clone Wars too much, but I know they switched his legs from 6 to 2, and then he went and did some badass Sith stuff. So I don't know where this throne, because that's right, I think this is the throne statue, because I love throne statues. Check out this video right here of my favorite throne statues. If this is directly from the Star Wars universe, or this is something the creator of this just wanted to do, which I do and don't like. So first of all, I talked about, like, why would he need to sit down? He has robotic legs. It's not like he's going to get tired. But here, it almost looks like he's contemplating something. So with the concept, let's talk about that a little bit. You have a very generic base, so you don't know if he's on a moon or in a spaceship, but he's sitting on this padded seat that looks like some type of spaceship or Death Star or something of that nature. You see his robotic legs. His cloaks are flowing everywhere, and there's some switch-out options we're going to look at. You can display him with or without the lightsaber. And this is like him really, really contemplating. It actually reminds me of another 1/5 scale Star Wars piece. It's actually from the Mythos line. It is this Darth Vader, one of the coolest Darth Vader statues I've ever seen. So I actually own that in the past, where he's kind of contemplating life. And I really feel like that's happening with Darth Maul here. So I don't know after the Clone Wars, after he got his 2 legs and did all this badass Sith stuff, if he actually started to turn good, or maybe the good side of the Force pushing on him. I'm not sure. Now, I have owned another Darth Maul statue. It's the same scale as this. He was standing up. It's from Sideshow. It was their Mythos line right here. So I think this is pretty cool. It's different. Shows a side of Darth Maul we typically don't see. And I know they're doing an entire Star Wars line. So I imagine they're going to have some similarities between them. They're doing the characters they like, I believe. Now, if you're interested in this, and I'm going to go over some more stuff, go ahead and email me at mrx@theextremechannel.com, and I will pass on your information to the commissioners. We'll talk more about price and edition size later. So design. There's some cool stuff in this. So as you saw, you could display the whole lightsaber. And here is a picture of the lightsaber actually lit up. It is very bright. It is very cool. It doesn't transpose well on camera, but it's awesome. Or you could do it where he's just holding the hilt of the lightsaber. I think this matches the statue a little bit more, but let's face it, we all like lightsabers. But if you wanted to, you could do no lightsaber, which I think matches the statue even more than that, kind of him contemplating. But Darth Maul, one of his quintessential things is his lightsaber. There is one portrait, and it's that serious look, but you have a few different display options with his robes. So first of all, you can do no hood. Now, this isn't meant to display like this, because as you see, it leaves a giant keyhole in the back. But you can do a cloak where his hood is down, and that eliminates the keyhole. Or one where his hood is up. Again, I think the hood up really exemplifies what they were going for with this statue. Assembly was pretty easy, actually, for a prototype. And I believe the pieces are going to be exactly the same. Everything fit fantastic. Here's a quick video of that. Now, one thing that's really impressive with the design, you're going to see that when I do some close-up video in a second here, is how the robes and cloaks flow. They look real. They don't look like they're actually sculpted resin. So huge props to them for that. But let's look close up at the paint and sculpt. You know it's Darth Maul, so you have red and black. And then, of course, a little bit of the silver with the robotic legs. There's some good coloring there. Let's check it out. All right, so let's have a closer look. Again, the base, very generic, but I like what they did, a mix with not only the colors, but the sculpt looks pretty worn. Some really good coloring in there with the gray and brown. Simple, but still kind of impressive. Could be a moon he's sitting on. Let's look at his chair really quick. Few pieces of gadgetry, which makes me think this is kind of a space station or a spaceship. And then the padded chair looks pretty cool. It actually looks like it's actual cushion when it's painted polystone. A little bit of texture in there. I know these bright lights don't help. And then here's that flow I was talking about. It just looks fantastic. It looks real. This is actually, I believe, a PVC or resin material here, but the flow is fantastic. And then the glossy paint really helps sell that. Same on the front here is loincloth. Why do Jedis always have long loincloths? Maybe they have, you know. On the legs, these look great. Very Terminator-like. I really like the color they use too. It's not too silver, so it's not like bright, shiny, chromy metallic. Looks like it's been through battles and wars. And then you can see all the different pistons and wires in there. Very cool. Darth Maul's outfit. Again, a Sith outfit. Looks great. There's a ton of wrinkles and folds in there, which just sell the fact of the arch position he's in. You know, I'm not a sculptor, and I'm not a digital sculptor, but I know so much goes into these tiny details. You can see his belt down below with the buckle. Looks really clean, really solid. Nice job on the paint. And then there's his portrait, like I said, very serious. His horns are a little bit longer, but very similar to what we traditionally used to see in him. He has the tattooed designs that his race, his species have. Very clean paint job, very beady eyes. I like that. I think it'll be even more magnified. Obviously, they'll be larger, but I think it'll be pretty cool with the quarter scale, which will be about 20% bigger than this. The gloves look like real leather. I like that. A little bit of pattern design on the arms of his cloak there. But yeah, pretty cool. Not a lot to it. Not extremely elaborate, but I like it. Like I said, they're making it in quarter scale. This is actually like 1/5 scale, which will also work with your Mythos characters if that's what you want. But they're making only 25 of these. So it's going to be very rare. It's going to be just under $1,950. So again, if you're interested, please email me at mrx@theextremechannel.com. I don't get anything out of this. I'll just pass on your information. Definitely a very cool piece. I like the fact they're doing something different. I like that they're doing this part of Darth Maul, because to me, robot legs are cool as hell, although I don't think Lieutenant Dan would agree. What do you guys think? Throw down in the comments below what you think of this one compared to like the Mythos or some of the other Darth Mauls you've seen. Definitely cool for sure. I really appreciate the chance to put it on the table. And if you're not interested in buying it, if you could just do me a favor and hit the like button and comment, so maybe this will reach more people so they can pick up this piece, I would really appreciate it. Plus, you could win a statue with that comment. As we try to grow this channel, we like to reward you guys for watching and subscribing. So because of that, every 5,000 milestone when it comes to subscribers, we give away a couple $1,000s worth of statues. We've actually given away over 20 statues. To win one was easy. First, you gotta be subscribed to the channel. You'll get bell notifications when videos drop. Each video that drops, you wanna make a comment on those videos. We pick a random video, we give away statues based on a comment. You can say whatever you want. The more videos you comment on, the higher your chances are to win. Hey, again, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to the creators of this. I'm gonna ship it back to them, so I really appreciate it. But if you wanna do something good, again, just hit that like button. It's free and easy, and I really appreciate it. And may the dark side be with you.